Obviously, one can understand the devastating nature of the effect of this case on him. So he is here to observe the proceedings, but wishes the court to proceed without making a statement.
Okay, Mr. Rawlings, has the state or any victim or victim's family requested any restitution in this case?
Judge, no, not at this point in time. The State Office of Crime Victims has been participating with Joe Stacy in this case. I just ask, I guess, to leave restitution open for a year in case they determine to make a claim or claim to the board. But as of today, we have not received a request for restitution from that state office.
Okay, thank you. Ms. Sloop, under the laws of the state of Utah, prior to your sentence being imposed upon you, you have the right to make a statement. Do you wish to make a statement?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
My selfish behavior is the reason I am standing here today pleading guilty to these charges. Ethan is an innocent child, and I will carry his death with me as long as I live. Like any burden, it's going to get heavier and heavier. The difference being I can't make it go away because it's part of who I am now. Ethan's death under these circumstances at times is too much to bear. But the fact is I am entirely responsible because I am his mommy. I failed to take care of him properly because I couldn't even take care of myself. My selfishness and failures as a parent caused Pumpkin's death, and there is no change in the fact that I am the one responsible. Aside from selfishness, my addiction to prescription medication and failure to get help paved the way for this. I failed to recognize the signs, or rather I just out and out ignored them, doing what I always wanted to do, like always. My selfishness wouldn't let me accept the fact that I had a problem, let alone let anyone else know. I am pleading guilty today because I am just that. I chose to abuse my medication to the point I was unable to make sound choices and decisions, thus causing to be reckless and indifferent with my baby's life. I was selfish when I brought Ethan into this world. I was selfish during his life, but I refused to be selfish in his death. I blame Nathan or Joe or anyone else. I have no one to blame but myself and my selfish behavior for Ethan's death. I have an obligation and a responsibility as his mother to take care of him and protect him, and I failed horribly. For the first time in Ethan's life, I was totally and completely irresponsible. And now I have not only caused his death, but I created a domino effect, a tragedy, and sadness for the remainder of Pumpkin's family. The selfishness I had always had took on a new form when it caused the baby's death. This time it affected more than me, and that's why it's completely and totally selfish. I love Ethan so much, and I don't know who I am without him anymore. I don't care if it takes the rest of my life. I will keep his chicken little smile alive and his Jerry Maguire cuteness alive, and make sure the world knows why my little boy's life mattered. Joe, I'm sorry for you, for the kids, for everybody. I'm sorry. And I'm sorry to Layton PD and the prosecutor's office and everyone for all of this circus. It shouldn't have gone this far.
Ms. Corpon, is there anything you wish to say?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Rawlings, anything you wish to say?
No, Judge, just this. We're going to ask you to impose the sentence that was agreed upon, that we've gone through, and that's outlined in the statement. And quite frankly, on behalf of the state of Utah, we appreciate Ms. Sloop's statement here today.
Thank you. Ms. Sloop, having been convicted of the offense of aggravated murder, a first-degree felony, you are sentenced to an indeterminate prison term of 20 years to life in the Utah State Prison. Having been convicted of the offense of obstruction of justice, a second-degree felony, you are sentenced to a term of 1 to 15 years in the Utah State Prison. The court orders the sentences to be served concurrently and that Ms. Sloop will receive credit for time already served.
The pinpricks of all the legal proceedings that repeatedly occur over time that he would have been subject to, preliminary hearings, trials, motion hearings, appeals, what happens on appeal, all of those uncertainties are removed for this man and his family, for the community of Layton and the police department of Layton. So Judge, we believe it's in the best interest of this community and the state of Utah and in the interest of justice that the court accept this plea today.
Thank you. And obstruction of justice. Both parties have come before me to obtain my input on their joint recommended agreement regarding these charges. Ms. Corcoran, you've indicated that Ms. Sloop is willing to plead guilty and submit herself to the recommended punishment. Mr. Rawlings, you have indicated on behalf of the victims, their families, and this community that your agreement provides an appropriate resolution of the case before the court and a fitting punishment for the crimes committed by the defendant. Having reviewed the matter thoroughly and for the reasons that you have provided, I have determined that it would be appropriate to approve the agreement you have jointly recommended. Now, Ms. Sloop, the purpose of this hearing is for you to enter guilty pleas to aggravated murder and obstruction of justice. In order to do this, it is vital that you understand everything that is going on and everything that I will be explaining to you. If you do not understand something, please tell me, and I will try to explain it more clearly. Or I will let you talk to your counsel at any time about what we are discussing. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Sloop, how old are you?
31.
And how far did you go in school?
I graduated from college.
Okay. Can you read, write, and understand English?
Yes, sir.
Have you taken any alcohol or drugs in the last 48 hours, or any medicine that could affect your ability to understand what you are doing by pleading guilty?
No, sir.
Are you fully satisfied with counsel, representation, and the advice that's been given to you in this case by your attorneys?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Rawlings, has the family of the victim been fully informed of the contents of the plea agreement, and have they been notified of this hearing?
Yes, Judge, they have, and they are here this morning. Ethan's father is present in the courtroom as we speak.
And is it your representation to the court that the victim's representative accepts the plea agreement?
Yes, Judge, we had a lengthy discussion about that, and that is my understanding.